It's your boy Funeral Ant Bell, and I'm here to break down my lyrics in my new project, As It Is in Heaven, fully produced by my bro, DeevoDaGenius. The first song we gonna break down is A Lord's Prayer. Repeat after me. I could be anything I wanna be, developing a vision only I could see. I share my knowledge and my wealth, I got no time for greed. I sacrifice a fake rapper, niggas ain't trappers. Good kids stuck in a cycle where pain is a factor. God made me with his hands, I'm heavenly manufactured. Same nigga, same story, just a different chapter. I mean, when I came up with that hook, I couldn't even tell you. Deevo was just making the beat. It wasn't even fully finished yet. And something just told me to do something uplifting. I had thoughts of Nas in my mind at the time. Just the way the beat was structured, it just made me think about Nas. He gave the message, but I'm here to repeat it in my own way. I just thought we came up with a cool way to do that. You could be anything you want. You really got to just put your mind to it. Yeah, just stick to your plan. Once you find what you really here for, be pure about it. Over time, you just gotta be willing to work for it, but it falls into place. I swear I'm dressed in all white. I'm like Mike in a spiritual fashion. I made moves in real life when it called for the action. I get anointed by the skies when I reach for a blessing. I really pray and shit like that, you know what I mean? I remember the first time I learned how to pray. That's just something I carry with me to today. So, I mean, I meant that shit. When I reach for the skies, it's like, yeah, I could feel like I'm reaching for my blessings too. Like, shout out my pops, he's always present when I need lectures. I mean, my pops is in my life to this day. Me and Deevo then talked about stories about family and shit in the studio during these sessions. And my pops is a big part of my life. Cut from a goat texture, the Lord is my protector. Life is my professor, it's all coming together. It's all coming together. I found my purpose. I'm just staying focused on what I gotta get done here, you know what I mean? No mistakes, I plant seeds in the stormiest weather. I sent my spirit to the jails through organic letters. I really got family and friends that grew up in the jail system too. I've really seen that other side. I got friends and family that come from that shit, you know what I mean? It's important to mention that too, because you don't gotta fall into that. You can really be yourself and get the same love that a nigga from the streets will get. This is where I speak life with a lyrical passion. I level up cause I limit distractions. There's hedge funds, but I'll still keep it inside the mattress. I need a chance to make a change, I don't need a reaction. I just really wanna make change out here and spark positivity. I ain't really looking for a reaction or look to be famous. That's what comes with doing something great. You gotta be willing to accept it and not look for it. Don't change up when the lights start coming on, just keep that same energy throughout. Hard work is my main satisfaction. Hard work is my main satisfaction. Had to embrace my blindness, now my scene is perfected. For every class you skipped in life, I could teach you a lesson. And I really did my thing in school and shit. I'm getting my master's right now. I got a year and a half left. Shout out to Deevo, cause that's my dog, and it's crazy that he's getting his shit too. And you just do the right thing, you just start meeting people that you're supposed to, and y'all create shit that just really is meant to last a lifetime. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about, bro. That's the Lord's Prayer. Now we're gonna break down Airborne, the second song on the tape. That's my personal favorite. I just love the beat.
Who's better, I think, person ever?
I possess unlimited powers. There's no ceilings on my endeavors. Obstacles and detours to the proper settings. I'll probably live forever and ever with my composure. I could never crack under pressure. The way I speak is in high demand because I change perspectives. You really got to hone in on your own artistry. Like, we all here to do something different. And that's why we all individuals. It's like, you got to embrace what you here for. I'm not trying to imitate anybody. I'm not trying to be like anybody. I'm here to be me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be the first me out here. It's important for all artists to hone in on that. Never again will I lose sight as I gain lessons. Because back when my pops was in the Air Force, he learned about principalities to stand on. And he passed them down to me, and now I'm airborne. But I found my own purpose I could stand on. Shout out my pops, man. That's my guy. He used to be in the Air Force back in the day and stuff like that. And he learned a lot of things, and he passed a lot of that knowledge and wisdom. I honed in on it, and I created my own way to really express the things that he learned. I'm the sand that the ocean water lands on. I ask the most out of myself and I demand more. Me and Deevo got visions that said landmines. What's a wave to the Pacific or a whole island? And who am I to rush my greatness when I'm still grinding? It's like, who am I to rush this shit? I'm taking this shit one step at a time. Like, you really can't rush your own greatness. You gotta really take your time with that shit. Again, as long as your heart's in the right place when you're doing it, you shouldn't have a reason to lose in the end, you know what I'm saying? What's a wave to the Pacific or a whole island? It's not a loss, but more a lesson when it's pure intentions. You're blessed to be inside my presence. My gift is a present. Me and Devo give the world life through this music, and it's so precious. Pure souls with a purpose over gold treasures. Cause who gon' hold me down when nobody left? So I gotta get right, and I levitate when I step, nigga. That's just me having fun playing with the words, and like, it's one thing to like really get that message across, but it's like, nigga, I'm having fun here too. As dope as it might be, like that shit was light, honestly. Never been no in the mission, nigga. I'm the main event. I'm a body of great words with a poetic version. My excursions help me define my purpose, nigga. That's how I define myself. Like, I'm finding myself every time I pen this shit down. Like, that's just how it gotta be, you know what I mean? Cause my heart and soul's in it every trip. It's like, we ain't in it for no other reasons. And that's why it's always gonna click, you know what I'm saying? Last but not least, we gonna break down Heavenly Steppin', man. Heavenly Steppin', I'm rarely hit with raindrops. The second you find purpose is when the pain stops. It's different optics, similar views on those same blocks. You know I plant seeds of knowledge when I raise crops, nigga. It's different. The greatest virtue I have is my patience. Not a jealous bone in my body, I never hated. All the blessings I received are greater than expected. The skies give me my reception, I'm fully connected. This life's about perspective. I mean, I'm really connected. I mean, it's like, I'm just in tune in a different way. I feel like, I know my ancestors see life through me type shit, but I could feel them with me every day. I got my grandfather's chain on, you know what I'm saying? The eyes are useless when the mind is blind, and that could certainly teach you a lesson. Yeah, the eyes are useless and the mind is blind. You really gotta be able to think about this shit in the right way before you can see it. You're not gonna be able to see it if you can't think about it in a particular way. That's the most important part. You gotta be able to think it before you can see it, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at this life shit like something I gotta have an impact on. Again, sparking change and helping niggas grow. Any hurdles that I face always enhance my purpose. The joy I find inside my efforts will lighten my burdens. It's like the harder I work, the easier things feel. Going through things with my family that they may be considered burdens in the time, but it's like, it becomes like motivation. All this shit gotta come, but we gonna find ways to deal with it, because life ain't perfect, and I'm far from perfect, but I just know how to deal with my situation. There's a real inner flame I ignite on the surface. Every time I pen a verse is a different excursion. All my grandmother's prayers purified my essence, and over time being grateful multiplied my blessings. I speak highly of myself and everything around me. The same niggas inspired by me used to doubt me. It's crazy. We're here to just keep working, man. We don't really get caught up in the understand what comes with this shit. It's like you just gotta wear it and deal with it. Understand that it's hard to do nothing and it's hard to strive for something. Like either way it's hard. You gotta like choose your hard, you know what I mean? Yeah, the same niggas inspired by me used to doubt me. It's crazy. They say the last thing to grow on the tree is the fruit. And if you never let it harvest, you're eager to lose. A pure soul with the heart of a lion, but it's done with a smile. I'm my mother's only child, always making her proud, and the same ones are still around me. Anytime to choose to show up, it's on good faith, and the way I was raised is what keeps me in place, nigga, for real. You gotta respect your upbringing too, you know what I'm saying? And that's just like me paying homage to the things my mother did. For me to even be able to write rhymes the way I do now, like she always made me a dreamer, always made me write my ideas down and shit like that from a real young age. Like I got introduced to poetry in the first grade. My outlet was writing, you know what I mean? In those moments where she couldn't necessarily be there for me. It's understanding my upbringing, and those are the moments that shape me the most, I mean. They say a lesson learned is a blessing earned. Like the Harlem Renaissance, I've seen dreams deferred. Dedicated my whole life to this, I'm fully committed. It's set in stone, God wrote the script, acknowledge the difference, for real. God wrote this shit, man. I'm just here finishing the story in real time. It's just already written. Man, you just gotta stick true to who you are. It should just fall into place over time, but not losing sight of the end goal in those moments. I mean, always keeping that hunger and understanding there's always a new level that we could take this shit to. I mean, it's Funeral Ant Bell. Those are the lyrics for As It Is in Heaven. Shout out my brother Devo. Shout out to Nicole. Shout out to the Soundlab. Shout out to the garage. I'm saying, who knows what's next? We on the phase 2 real soon. Repeat after me. I could be anything. That shit gonna make me laugh.
Yo, this is
That's all?
fire!
That's all?
Yeah!
Alright, let's get it.
Yo, this is fire!
It's like I try to take full advantage of that creative moment, you know what I mean? And not waste.
Are you fucking serious?